first down. Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
SOS. 57's Mike. Mike 57. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I got it.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's complete to Grant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Miami Dolphins.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
55, Mike, 55.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Finds the open target, Arnold. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, check, lady. Check right there. Get that ball. Get that ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, green,
They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Switch, switch, switch. Drill green.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And some room to work. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Dominated, boy, dominated.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't. 57. Mike, 57. Check pass.
Now Tua. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. He'll air this one out for Mims. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now Darnold. And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tim Williams. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Check 43.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let him know. Nice 57's right. Watch the pass.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The 6-yard line.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Good. Let's go! Makes the score Dolphins 37. Jets 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
It's a gain of 10.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, I got you.
Again, Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Randy Gregory able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Now it's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run with Breida, able to slither by, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is Breida. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's Breida. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kareem Hunt, the
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings
faking the give, Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Red 80. Check that. 80.
Off of play action, Darnold. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Darnold.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain
there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3 yards.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Jets, 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dan Arnold, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. 10. He don't want it. He don't want it. Kill.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to number 15.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Watch the screen.
Tua to throw again. Forced out to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 12.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 52. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.